5, 4, 3, 2.
Smooth, smooth, cause I don't get upset. Smooth, cause I don't get upset. Smooth, smooth, cause I don't get upset. Smooth, cause I don't get upset.
I get a grip on myself and I don't break a sweat. Dreams come to life for some and I stand by. Look at myself then I'm asking who am I? Face in the crowd like any other. I dig and I scratch and I fight like many brothers to reach the top and do what has to be done. So I can be number one, but then I'm
What's up, y'all? Shout out to my boy Shad, my mom, Tom, Haiti, Easy Guap, all my friends and family, Franquito, Ronito, Yanquito, Scott the Truth, everybody. I love y'all. I got my man Kirk here, all the friends, all my brothers. I get on the side. We good. Oh, but I got something. Today is about Latinos. The Latinos, starters of hip hop, and what they did and what they contributed to the game. Shout out to my man. Powerule. What's up, baby? How you?
Dale, ¿qué pasa, mi gente? I'm over here.
I don't fuck around. We're gonna right to the peoples.
Let's go.
What's up with the leftovers, man?
Well, the leftovers is a group that was came about because I saw my man moving out of his house. He lived on the block for 25 years, and then I went and saw him, and he said that he had to move his whole family out. He didn't have a lease that was that long, so once his lease expired, 3 kids from Idaho, Dakota, whatever, they all moved in there. So they all can afford $1,500 a month. So you calculate that. So he couldn't afford to stay in there no more. And he told me, he said, you know what these kids call us? They call us the leftovers.
Wow.
That was like a motherfucker calling me a spick or a nigga, B. That is not in my world.
What year was this though?
This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I decided to embrace that because we make positive out of negative. So I embraced it, and now we the leftovers NYC, and we're a positive group, and we fight against gentrification. Gentrification is one of the most homicidal things that can happen. Like imagine you, B, and you living over here, and then they take you out of there, and then you gotta move to Atlanta, or fucking South Carolina, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? How fucked up is that?
That's crazy.
That shit is fucked up. So that's what they do to everybody. They pushing them out. B, they don't want none of us here no more. None of us here no more. And that's just facts. It's facts.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta tell you this. I'm from Upper West Side. We're all from. I grew up here my whole life, and the neighborhood was fucked up. Me and Ron battle all the time. Ron thinks where Park Avenue kids believe, because he said when he grew up, this is special. But I told him we all from here. This hood was not like this, man. Tell him it was cracker.
Where I grew up.
Oh yeah.
No. Prince would tell you where I grew up.
I got a problem. You could take me. Don't put this shit out, motherfucker. But so no, I gotta be honest with you. We don't have a problem. I love you. You can have your fun, but be easy. I get it wrong.
Where I grew up was beautiful too.
Right.
All I said was that you're blessed to be able to come from a mixed neighborhood. So you got a little bit of everything. It's the same like where I'm from in Queens, right? Powerule, know where
But Ron, over here, niggas was selling drugs, prostitution, crack. Am I on y'all?
No.
They fixed this shit, bro. They fixed it. How they fixed it, bro?
over here.
It was ridiculous
I
over here.
believe it.
You think I be lying?
LJ used to call it crack sedan.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I believe it.
That's what I'm
But
telling you.
what I'm saying is you still blessed with the culture of Manhattan. There's white people here, there's black people here, there's Spanish people here. It's beautiful. It's the same like
we called it money.
They fixed it, Ron.
We called it money.
I'm glad they're here for it. They fixed Ron. They all
You said white people, we called that money.
we know all these dudes here. Ron, they fixed
Facts, G.
They fixed
Call that
Back in the days,
gentrified.
They gentrified.
back in the days, would you have rather lived in East New York or Upper West Side?
I'd rather live here.
So that's all I'm saying.
Love up
And
is
it's
crazy.
the same thing about my neighborhood. It's a beautiful neighborhood that's cultured and diverse.
That's a
Of
fact.
course it got its stuff
That's
with
a
it
fact.
like every other neighborhood, but this is Manhattan. This
Right.
is culture.
Yeah, but what
it's
G is trying
diverse.
but what G is trying to say is that don't think it wasn't hood.
Oh, I believe it. It's hood
Everybody
now.
I know.
It's
Wait,
hood-
that's the numbers, goddammit.
It's hood
Besides Cotty, this is Kirk left. I'm older than everybody here.
Fact.
They all see.
That's a
and
fact.
Malik-
Big facts.
They see Elgin. They see
This is
shootings.
the conversation.
Everybody here
Big
know
fact.
the shooting. Am I lying?
Big fact.
Yeah, we know
G
that.
came out the first time Rockefeller.
Right in this hood.
G was Rockefeller.
But
Yeah.
you know why you proud to be from the Upper West Side?
Besides this love.
Because even with all the shooting and all the stuff that was going on, y'all got the privilege of being one of the most diverse cities in the world. People want
Big
to
fact.
come
Yeah, you-
to Manhattan to see the diversity. And my neighborhood was the same in Queens. We had all that stuff. Powerule, we had it. We had all that stuff, but we was blessed. Queens is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in the 5 boroughs.
That's a
along
fact.
With the biggest.
Now I will interject and I will say something. So, facts. Queens and the Roosevelt Avenue area where you have Jackson Heights and Corona and all that, it is the most diverse cultural place in the world. And that's a fact.
I respect that.
So you can go down Roosevelt Avenue all the way and you can see a multitude of cultures. It is factual that it is the most multi-cultural place in the world.
You're
In the
wrong.
world.
It's the truth.
In the
It's a
world.
fact.
That's a
No,
fact.
It's a fact.
You can look it up.
No, B, you think I'm gonna say that shit and that shit ain't
Right, right, right.
Yeah, but you know what the difference
Man,
is?
stop that shit.
They wasn't hip hop out there.
Yo, who gives a fuck about that? That shit ain't
I'm
got
just saying.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with it.
What?
He was not
The battle is won.
Oh!
He's bigger than hip hop.
He must be talking about
He said Upper West Side wasn't part of hip hop?
No, I
No.
said
No, he's
Whoa,
it was diverse in
I
a different
said that the
Oh, that's a
diversity
was
in
different.
Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights
still was hip hop,
is the most diverse
Look, down Rockaway Turnpike is all
in the
Indians.
world.
First
There's
of all,
nowhere in the
Then we got
world
Chinatown.
that you can walk through there and see that many different cultures.
first of all,
It's the truth.
I'm gonna
Look
move
it
on
up.
after this question. They could never say it wasn't part of hip hop.
That's a
But
fact.
Rock steady.